Hi everybody, welcome back to my baby and postpartum updates. So we're on week 4 now. So baby is 1 month old, Lachlan's 1 month old. I genuinely can't believe it. In a way, it's weird because I want time to go fast because then Robert will be back at Christmas for a bit. But then at the same time, I don't want to wish away all the newborn days because we've kind of come out of the haze. We've come out of the horrible emotional anxiety stage I had at the beginning, and we're now into the kind of more nice newborn bubble, which is really lovely. So I don't really want to lose so much time really quickly, but at the same time I want to see Robert again, so it's very difficult. So yeah, first we'll talk about me and then we'll talk about Lachlan. So recovery wise, I'm pretty much almost there with the recovery now. I'd say I feel back to normal and the bleeding tailed down a lot. I haven't had any bleeding in a few days, that's wonderful. I'm just feeling more myself and sort of my mentality. And just, yeah, it feels like a distant memory giving birth and labour and the aftermath now, which is good. Going to the toilet is back to normal as well, so we'll just briefly touch on that and say that. In terms of my actual body, my tummy is still just all wobbly and jelly. I'm just needing to flatten a bit more. I think it's probably flattened down as far as it's going to flatten before I start exercising, if you know what I mean. It's kind of gone back to where it's going to go, and then I'm going to have to put in the hard work to get it back to the way I want it to be, which is the way it was, probably even before I had Isla, or I don't think I even liked it then, so we'll just have to hit the gym. I've also been sent 2 really fab products from a brand called Belly Bandit. I was using their products when I was pregnant as well. I had some leggings that I think I shared a few times because they were amazing. They're before, during and after leggings, and now I have been sent one of their bamboo belly wrap things, which is really great. It's kind of hard to describe. It's a bit like a long, sort of not very stretchy. It's quite sturdy material that you basically just wrap around yourself all day, and it kind of works like a corset, to be honest. So it says it's doctor recommended, accelerates healing, looks slimmer instantly, always good, minimize stretch marks, provides comfort after C-section, and adds support when breastfeeding. So yeah, it looks like this. So it's just like a big band and it's Velcro, which I think is a lot more comfortable than those corsets, you know, with all the silly hook things. But this, you literally just Velcro around yourself and it's like that, and it really helps support you, especially when you're breastfeeding, and just suck everything in. And I have noticed a difference. I've only been wearing a week. You can wear it all day, day and night. That's how you get the best results, but I've just been wearing mine during the day, and yeah, I seem to be noticing it's just bringing everything in together a lot more, which is what we want. Also got a pair of these Mother Tucker leggings, great name, which are kind of a pair of compression leggings that you wear that just flattens you straight away, but it also helps encourage your tummy back to where it should be. So I kind of wear them both in combination to get the best results, hopefully. So you literally just put it on like this. And you're good to go. So it's pretty comfortable. I have not put that down properly. There we go. Yeah, it's really comfortable and I'm enjoying wearing it under clothes. It's very discreet, as you can see, and yeah, extra support, and hopefully get my tummy back to where it should be. Watch out about my body. My boobs are still mental. I'm probably still adjusting to Lachlan feeding and trying to figure out my milk supply and everything, so they do go a bit insane and quite uncomfortable sometimes, so that's weird. And I've always hated, I liked when I had really small boobs. I never liked it when they got bigger, so I hate the way they look in tops and things like that, but hey ho, they're doing the right job, so never mind. My mood is much better this week. You can probably tell just by the way I'm talking that I'm in a much better place. To be honest, I just had this huge cloud over me while I was having all the struggles with breastfeeding, so I think I'm going to do a video on all about that, because whenever I've mentioned it online, there's been a lot of people saying they've had similar experiences and things like that. So I'm going to share everything I went through and just let you know how bloody awful it was, so that you know you're not alone if you are facing the same sort of problems. But yeah, I feel like a cloud has lifted now that he's latching and he's feeding, and we've kind of gotten into a little bit more of a routine. I love a routine. Routines just make me feel a lot more just happier. So yeah, much better this week. So Lachlan, his weight, this week we haven't had him weighed yet, so I missed a health visitor appointment. I was supposed to see her on the Thursday, but I didn't see her in the end, so I'm supposed to be seeing her this week instead, so we'll know what he weighs then. But I don't know how much he weighs. How terrible is that? He's filling out a lot, like his face has filled out a lot more, his legs have definitely, and arms have filled out a lot more, so that's good. I think that's a good sign. Even his little bum, which has always been really skinny, has a little bit more meat to it, so that's good. Another thing we've been doing a lot of this week is baby wearing. I've had quite a few wraps sent to me, and I've absolutely loved every single one of them. So I don't know why I didn't baby wear with Isla, I have no idea, but it's literally a godsend. It's the best thing ever. It just means you can get stuff done and just to have your hands free, and baby feels nice and safe and secure, and at the same time you're getting to do stuff you need to do without having to be strapped to the sofa with them on you. So yeah, I'm really enjoying baby wearing. If you're having another baby and you've got a toddler, it is the best invention in the world, and it's really comfortable. All the wraps I've got have been really supportive and great and really good for your back and everything like that, and at this stage they're so small anyway, they're not that heavy. But even I can go out, I can eat my lunch out, I can go food shopping, I can do all sorts. I can do the bath and bedtime routine with Isla at night time, and Lachlan's quite happily just snuggled up. In terms of our routine, we're still doing the same sort of thing as last week. He gets up around sort of 7:30, 8ish, feeds, or I get him changed first into his clothes for the day. Then he feeds. It can be 30 minutes up to an hour, can be 50 minutes. I have noticed this week actually that we've been dropping down timing wise, which is good. I don't know if my milk's more for him now or enough for him now even, or if he's just better at getting it out, I don't know, but the times have come down a little bit, so that's good. Claw back some time. Then after he feeds, that time he's usually awake for a while. I've got some like hanging toys and things that he likes to look at, and then he usually falls asleep for a little bit till sort of at 11ish, then he feeds again, then he sleeps again, then he feeds again, then he sleeps again, then he feeds again, on and on and on. And then I bath him maybe at the moment only like once a week, just for his skin. His skin has broken out so much. He has like those spots, and Isla got baby acne, like the little spots, but he's got it really bad, like literally all over his face and his neck and his chest and up his ears and in his hair, and his scalp's all dry and all his hair at the top's falling out now as well. So poor little Lachlan doesn't quite look the way he looked last week, so hopefully it'll pass soon, poor thing. I like touched his head and literally his hair just came out of my hand. It was, oh bless him, it was horrible. So yeah, I'm trying to only bath him once a week just for his skin's sake. And it's just kind of a cycle of feeding and eating, feeding and eating, and then in the evening we keep him awake as much as we can and feed him a lot, like a lot. And usually his last thing he has at night, because I'm trying to keep him good with bottles, just for obviously when I go back to work and for if we want to go out and about, and just so other people can bond with him as well. So he uses the Medela Calma bottles, the kind of breastfeeding bottles that you get with them, and he's quite happy with them. So he usually has a bottle at night, either a big bottle of my express milk or some formula, just to fill him up for the night. So now the past few nights he's been going like stretches of 4 or 5 hours, which is amazing. And then last night he went to sleep at midnight and didn't wake up till 6:30. So that was great, although my boobs were like out here and I was really sore. So what I do is when I have the last bottle at night, I express after that just to get everything out so that I'm okay for however many hours he sleeps. And yeah, that's kind of what we've been doing, to be honest. He gets up probably twice in the night on average, but on a good night just once. I've kind of mentioned about his sleeping. Everything we're doing now, which we weren't doing last week, is swaddling him properly, because he was getting like the startle reflex quite a lot. So we swaddle him as well, and it's making such a huge difference. Isla was not a fan of swaddling at all, so I kind of didn't really do much with Lachlan just because I assumed he wouldn't be either. But no, he loves it, so we swaddle him every time before he goes to sleep, and it's made a huge difference. Size wise, he's still teeny tiny. He's still in kind of up to 1 month clothes. 0 to 3 months are still too big for him, bless his little heart. And in terms of his development, he is still just the same really, a lot more alert, likes looking at things, likes looking at Isla, bring him up her toys and he likes to stare at them, and he really studies our faces now, and you get the glimpses of little smiles that might come soon. So hopefully he smiles earlier than Isla does, because she left us hanging for ages. He's been getting on really well at the chiropractor as well. We've been seeing her, it's gone down to once a week now. She's been doing a lot of work on his jaw and his back and his head and things like that. His gums, which used to be really squint, are now a lot straighter, which is great. His head looks kind of the same, if not a little bit worse, but I think that's because he's losing his hair, so you can see things more. But we're going back to the neonatal people in a couple of weeks, but they had no concerns, so I'm sure it's just his head. It'll just be covered when he has hair. And she's been doing a lot to get the tension out of his back, which is great. So yeah, we've had a really good experience with the chiropractor. If you're having problems with your very newborn baby, then it's definitely something worth considering, because I really do credit it with him then being able to latch a lot better and us actually getting on with breastfeeding, because I was about to stop literally days after I first met her and went to her. And yeah, then he started latching, so who knows. But I think he had a lot of tension in his jaw, and all the work she's done has made a huge difference, so would highly recommend. But that's about it for this update. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next week. I'm going to do these up until 6 weeks, so when you have the postnatal discharge from your GP, we'll do a video about that appointment and what goes on, and then that'll be it for the postpartum updates, and I'll carry on with the baby updates. So yeah, thanks for watching. Bye. Hi everyone, welcome back to our channel. So today we're